Welcome back to our series on Alexander the Great. Today we're diving into one of the most intense and game-changing battles in history, the Battle of Issus. Imagine this, a young, fearless commander facing off against the king of the world's largest empire. It's a story of guts, strategy, and a little bit of luck. Let's get into it. Alexander was born in 356 BC in Pella, the ancient capital of Macedonia. He was tutored by Aristotle and showed early signs of military genius. The Battle of Issus was significant because it was Alexander's first major clash with Darius III, the Persian king. This battle set the stage for Alexander's future conquests. The battle took place in 333 BC and was a turning point in Alexander's campaign against Persia. It's 333 BCE, and Alexander, just 23 years old, is on a roll. He's already defeated multiple Persian forces, and his army's confidence is sky high. But they all know the big challenge is still ahead, King Darius III and the Persian Empire. For Alexander, this isn't just a war, it's personal. He wants to prove that his vision of a united world can beat even the mightiest empire. The Persian Empire under Darius III was vast and powerful, stretching from Egypt to India. Darius, aware of Alexander's ambitions, was preparing a massive army to crush the Macedonian upstart. The stage was set for a monumental clash that would determine the fate of empires. Both leaders meticulously planned their strategies, knowing the stakes were incredibly high. The two armies meet at Issus, near the Pinaris River in modern-day Turkey. This river, flowing from the mountains to the sea, created a natural barrier and strategic point for both sides. Darius has the numbers, more than double Alexander's troops. His forces stretch across the landscape, a formidable sight. But here's the kicker. Darius chooses a narrow battlefield, perfect for Alexander's smaller, disciplined army. The Pinaris River's banks further constrict the movement of Darius's larger forces. Some say it was a tactical blunder, others think it was fate. The geography of Issus and the strategic importance of the Pinaris River would play a crucial role in the unfolding battle. As the battle commenced, initial skirmishes erupted along the riverbanks. Alexander's forces, well-trained and agile, quickly adapted to the terrain, launching precise attacks on the Persian flanks. The Persians, hindered by their numbers in the narrow battlefield, struggled to maintain formation. Alexander's tactical brilliance began to shine as his phalanx advanced, pushing the Persians back. Picture this. On one side you have the Macedonians, about 40,000 strong, battle-hardened and deeply loyal to their young leader Alexander the Great. The Macedonian army was composed of the famous phalanx, with soldiers trained rigorously in the use of the sarissa, a long spear that gave them a significant reach advantage. On the other side, the Persians, a massive army of over 100,000 soldiers, commanded by Darius III, the King of Kings. The Persian army was diverse, consisting of cavalry, archers, and infantry from various regions of the vast Persian Empire, each with unique fighting styles and weapons. It's like David versus Goliath, but with spears, cavalry, and sheer determination. The clash at Issus would test the mettle of both armies in a battle for supremacy, with Alexander and Darius at the forefront. Alexander sets his troops with razor-sharp precision. His phalanx, a wall of spears, forms the backbone of his army. On the right flank he commands the companion cavalry, his personal elite unit. Darius, meanwhile, places himself at the heart of his army, surrounded by his immortals. These were the Persian Empire's finest warriors, a unit so legendary they were said to never fall below 10,000 men. Alexander's strategy involved a bold flanking maneuver, using his cavalry to outflank and encircle the Persian forces. Darius relied heavily on his archers to weaken the Macedonian lines before engaging in close combat. The clash of the two armies was chaotic, with both sides fighting fiercely for dominance. Alexander's decisive charge broke through the Persian lines, leading to a significant victory. The battle begins. The Persian army surges forward, their sheer numbers creating a wall of chaos. But Alexander is patient. He waits for the perfect moment and then, BAM! He charges the Persian left flank, smashing through their lines with his cavalry. Host, it's hard to overstate how bold this move was. Alexander didn't just rely on brute force, he knew where to hit and when. It's like a master chess player who sees 5 moves ahead. The impact was immediate. The Persian left flank crumbled, causing chaos in their ranks. Alexander's bold move turned the tide of the battle, leading to a decisive victory. His tactics showcased his brilliance, ensuring his place in history. As Alexander's cavalry wreaks havoc on one side, his phalanx holds strong in the center, pushing back wave after wave of Persian soldiers. The Macedonian army's discipline and training shine through. Alexander's leadership becomes the key factor, causing the Persian lines to falter and eventually break. The psychological impact on both armies is profound. The Macedonians, emboldened by their success, while the Persians, demoralized and in disarray, face the grim reality of their defeat. Alexander's decisive charge at the critical moment threw the Persian command into chaos, sealing the fate of the battle in favor of the Macedonians. And then it happens, the moment that changes everything. Alexander spots Darius in his ornate chariot. He knows that if he can take out the Persian king, the battle is won. With laser focus, he leads a direct assault straight toward him. Can you imagine what that must have felt like? The noise, the chaos, and the sheer adrenaline as Alexander charges at the most powerful man in the world. But Darius does the unthinkable. He panics. He abandons his chariot and flees, leaving his army leaderless and demoralized. For the Persian soldiers, this is the final blow. They scatter, and the Macedonians claim a decisive victory. Darius's flight marks the collapse of the Persian resistance. The once mighty Persian army crumbles, sealing Alexander's triumph. Darius's retreat has far-reaching consequences, leading to the eventual downfall of the Persian Empire. As the dust settles on the battlefield, Alexander's eyes are fixed on a single objective: capturing Darius. The Macedonian king knows that the Persian ruler's escape is only a temporary setback. Determined to bring an end to the conflict once and for all, Alexander orders a relentless pursuit. Imagine the tension in the air as Alexander's elite cavalry units scour the terrain, each moment a race against time to track down the fleeing king. The landscape is unforgiving: rugged hills, dense forests, and treacherous rivers. But the Macedonians press on, driven by their leader's unyielding will. Meanwhile, Darius is a man on the run, his mind a whirlwind of fear and desperation. Every sound in the darkened wilderness is amplified, every rustle of leaves a potential threat. He knows that capture means certain death, not just for him, but for the remnants of his empire. The chase is a psychological battle in itself. For Alexander's troops, the pursuit is a test of endurance and loyalty, their morale bolstered by the thought of ultimate victory. For Darius, each passing hour chips away at his resolve, the weight of impending doom growing heavier with every step. The hunt for Darius is more than a mere pursuit, it's a clash of wills, a final showdown between two titans. And as the Macedonians close in, the fate of the Persian king and his empire hangs in the balance. The Battle of Issus was a turning point. It shattered the myth of Persian invincibility and set the stage for Alexander's conquest of Egypt and the heart of the Persian Empire. For Darius, it was the beginning of the end. The aftermath of Issus was significant. Alexander's victory paved the way for his strategic brilliance to shine. He continued to outmaneuver larger forces with superior tactics. Next time we'll explore the legendary siege of Tyre, where Alexander's determination reached new heights. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on our journey with Alexander the Great.